Hi everyone, it's Olivia at Philadelphia's Magic Gardens, and I'm back to show you some more crafts that you can do at home. And the project I have for you today is one that is not so much an art project as just something you can make to pass the time. And we all have a lot of time these days, I think. So this is something that's fun for little kids up to adults, really, and probably most people have things around their house that they can use to make a buried treasure bottle. So the first thing that you need is an empty drink container like this. A soda bottle works great, but really any kind of container. I would suggest plastic, but you could use anything that you think would work. And it just needs to have a little screw top so that you can close it tight. So you'll want to take the wrapper off of it, make sure that it's nice and clean and dry before you start doing this. And you can see I've already started to add to our buried treasure bottle. So what you need to be the what you're going to bury your treasure in could be rice, it could be some kind of small pasta. So we have ditalini. That was what we had around here at the Magic Gardens. You could use anything that's kind of small. Elbow macaroni would work great, or there's lots of other fun kinds of pastas that you might just have kind of hanging around your house. You could also use sand. That would work fine too. And something else that you could use this to bury all of your stuff if you have a lot of glitter, but you could also just use this as a little fun element to add to your rice or your pasta or whatever you're using. The next thing you're going to need is some little treasures. So these can just be things you find around your house. They could be little beads. They could be an old key. We have a tab from a soda can, a button, a penny, and then just some other fun things. There's a sequin, a marble, a little car that came off of a Christmas ornament, I think. So really anything that is small and is going to be able to fit into the bottle through the opening will work for this. And I think you probably want to have at least 20 things that you're going to put in your bottle, but you could do as many or as few as you want. So you're gonna start by putting some of the pasta in there, and you can also add some of the glitter. So I've already done that. You can see there's some in here already. And luckily for us, this box, you can just pour it right in, but if you're not able to pour it in, still makes a little bit of a mess sometimes. You could use a funnel if you have one, or if you don't have a funnel, you could use a piece of paper like this and sort of twist it into a kind of cone shape like this, so that you can just fit it right in the top of the bottle. I will say if you're doing this, you're going to have to pour things fairly slowly, otherwise they sort of get stuck in your funnel there, but that does work as well, and it does work pretty well for the glitter. I'll show you with that. Things that are smaller, it's a lot easier to get it in there. So once you get some of that in there, you're just gonna add a few of your little items, and you kind of want to keep doing that until you get everything in there and kind of layering it. And I would say you want to fill your bottle about 2/3 of the way full. You could decide to do it a little bit less or a little bit more than that, but you want to make sure you have enough room so that these things are going to be able to move around in here, because the idea of this bottle is that once you have all the things in here, you're gonna put the cap on nice and tight. You could even tape it with some duct tape. We've got some fun pattern duct tape here. And then you're gonna sort of move this around to look for different things. So it's kind of like a little I Spy game. You could do this by yourself and see how many things you could find in a minute. You also could play this with a group of people where maybe one person says something that another person should look for, and you time them to see how long it takes them to find it. You could also, with kids, this is great for doing colors or shapes or things like this. You could have your kids look for something that's red inside the bottle or something that's round. So there might be several things that kind of fit into those categories. So definitely something that can take up some time. And the other nice thing about this is that you can, when you're done, if you want to, just take the lid off and dump everything out so that none of these objects have to be in the buried treasure bottle forever. You could always get them out if you need them again. So hope you enjoyed the buried treasure bottle craft. I'll be back again soon with some others. Hope everyone's staying safe and well at home, and hope to see you at Philadelphia's Magic Gardens soon.